Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay. I just want to make this video real quick about like the power of merging the spiritual with the physical. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like at the end of the day, we all spirits and bodies. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I feel like a lot of people may get off track in terms of going too far with one way. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's super important to have that balance of merging the two. You know what I'm saying? Because you can look at it however you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, spiritual people are like this, and then like worldly people are like that. But we're really all one and the same. But it's in terms of like, you just have to understand that your energy itself is a superpower. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on a different level, on their own level and stuff like that. Everybody's on their own journey and things like that. But it's like, so what's for you is for you. But it really goes like, let's say like you in the world, but there's so much that you're not aware of. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, you could be so, you know what I'm saying? You're so spiritual, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we came down here for a specific reason. We came down here on a mission. And if your mission isn't to be involved in the world and try to create change and stuff like that, then, you know, all power to you in terms of that. And I respect all of that and things like that. I'm not saying everybody got to be on the same wave and there's only one way to do things. Like I said, everybody's on their own journey and stuff like that. I can't tell you what your journey is. And I'm not going to disrespect your journey and things like that either. But, you know, basically, you know, what I'm trying to say is like, because just for example, like, with the whole COVID situation, you know what I'm saying? Like when that thing was going on, I was able to have a job and like customer service, you know what I'm saying? Where I was talking to a lot of people on a daily basis. So I was, you know, chopping it up with a lot of people on a daily basis. But that's my point about how your energy itself is a superpower. Because let's say you're a spiritual person, just being yourself, well, that in itself, you can change the environment in itself with your energy. Your energy has such a powerful impact. As long as you cultivate it, you put in the shadow work and things like that, and you truly being yourself, letting yourself shine through and things like that. But even if you're not, still other people's spirit and energy will pick up on your spirit and energy. Even if you fully not being yourself and things like that, and you fully not emitting your full light capabilities and things like that, right? But just like your energy in itself is such a powerful superpower in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like. Because like I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you can not influence other people, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you can definitely have an influence on people, you know what I'm saying? Plant these seeds and things like that. But just dialoguing with people, talking to people, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of just like not playing behind the scene type of role, you know what I'm saying? Or not just like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I do got a good amount of videos and, you know what I'm saying? I got social medias and things like that. But definitely, you know what I'm saying, I'll be out in the world talking to people and stuff like that. Definitely need to do that on a broader scale and things like that. But I mean, I got a lot of air on my chart, you know what I'm saying, in general. So I mean, I know how to communicate with people. I love communication, conversation, usually like deeper conversations, so I won't really just be into like surface level stuff. Or just in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of already know what it's going to be hitting for if I speak a certain way, talk a certain way around a lot of different people. So it's like, you know, a lot of people may be like, oh, you quiet, this and that. Nah, not really, you know what I'm saying? I talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm always talking to myself, always talking to, you know, spirits, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, and when the conversation get to where I want it to, you know, if I'm, you know, if I want to engage in that conversation, then I will to the fullest. But not a lot of conversations, you know what I'm saying, that I really want to jump into. But that's my point, you know what I'm saying? Get out there, start creating these conversations, find different ways to create these conversations with people. Just start to dialogue with people, you know what I'm saying? Because like I was saying, you know, I was talking to a lot of different people when the whole COVID situation was going on. A lot of people knew what the deal was. A lot of people knew what the government, shadow government was up to. They knew it was for the population purposes, all kind of other different things. They knew that, you know, I don't really know if we've ever really needed the vaccine ever in general, you know what I'm saying? But like, we know who creates vaccines, we know big pharma, we know like the medical industry, we know how corrupt all of these industries are and stuff. And most people that I was talking to, they understood that as well. Like I said, most people understood that it was for the population purposes. So I'm like, but just in general, like the dialogue that I was having with people, it just blew my mind to really understand and see that a lot of people did know what's up. Well, that's my point about you can't just be this way or that way. You have to merge the two, because you could be so in the world like these people and they don't, well, they may know it, but a lot of people that don't know it in general. But a lot of people that I came across, they didn't know it. But point being is like I said, they didn't put in the work. That's the point of merging the two, and like not just like dismissing the spiritual, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them will dismiss all this esoteric kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, and that may be like kind of their fault, you know what I'm saying, in terms of, well, they don't have anything to stand on though. Because when it's time to, like, okay, when it comes time to, like, okay, are you gonna take the vaccine or not? Most of them took it and stuff like this. So it's like, what do you stand on though? Like, you might know something, but you didn't stand on it though. So what does it really matter? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of just knowledge or information that you have, but it's not really wisdom because you don't stand on it. You know what I'm saying? That's my point about you have to merge the two. You know what I'm saying? Just the importance of that. Like, just in general, like being out in the world, you know, you can listen to music, do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Be involved in the world. But you have to put in the work in order to not get caught up by these things, influenced by these things, trapped by these things. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding what you're watching, you know what I'm saying? Truly being the observer, not getting caught up in these things. You know what I'm saying? Because you can be in the world, have fun, travel, do what you want to do. If you're into sports, if you're into this, if you're into that, that doesn't matter. If you look at it like, oh, spiritual people are like this and, you know, they're not into sports or they're not into this. Nah, don't let anything box you in. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself to the fullest. Talk about what you want to talk about, engage what you want to engage in, but really don't forget where you came from. Don't forget that you are a spirit and a body. Don't forget that, you know, true individuality is spirituality. Don't forget, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, whatever tools you like to engage in, whether it be astrology, metaphysics, numerology, any type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Gematria, tarot, whatever it is that you into, whatever kind of tools that you like to engage in, always hold that true to yourself, and you know what I'm saying, continue to build those skills and hold, you know what I'm saying, cultivate that within yourself and things like this. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, really just wanted to kind of just get on real quick, you know, kind of just touch on, you know, the importance and power of truly having balance within, truly not getting caught up in either kind of aspect, you know what I'm saying, because on the other aspect, you know what I'm saying, even for myself, you know what I'm saying, I kind of got into this kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying. And I mean, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying, in terms of just a lot in general. Like, this world in general is a lot, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, when I got into this whole spiritual stuff, you can get caught up in just constantly wanting to find more and more and more and more. And yeah, it's cool, you know what I'm saying, because it's like we're in a world that's so not that. So when we were given that, it was kind of like a drug, or just like, you know what I'm saying, our spirit kind of cling to that, because it's like, that's like kind of what really is life, you know what I'm saying? Like astrology, things like that, that really is life, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason they don't teach that in school and stuff like that. But it's like, once you actually get into it, you really understand your birth chart and things like this. You know, really keeping up with the transits, you know what I'm saying, aka the real weather, you know what I'm saying, things like that. It's like you truly see the power in these things, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but it's important to not. And like I said, everybody's journey is different. So there is probably going to be people out there that can just not be involved in the world and kind of just go this way. And just in terms of, like, I get it, because it all goes very deep, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us don't want to keep reincarnating here, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, at the same time, I feel like we did come here for a reason, you know what I'm saying? To be a part of the world, or else we wouldn't have came down here. You know what I'm saying? We could have just been by ourselves, and if you just want to be isolated all the time and you don't ever want to be involved in the world and you just want to do your own thing for the rest of your life, you don't ever want to be in a relationship or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of just want to be a lone wolf type for the rest of your, whatever you know what I'm saying, when you want to do. I feel like we didn't even have to come down here if that's the case, you know what I'm saying, if we didn't want to engage in the world and things like that. But like I said, everybody's journey is different. Everybody has a different mission, you know what I'm saying? But because the goal is to, you know what I'm saying, not keep reincarnating down here. But it's like, at the same time, we can continue to progress, and, you know what I'm saying, however you want to look at it, you know what I'm saying, next lifetime, you're not going to, it's going to be a better situation that you're going to put yourself in, you know what I'm saying, things are going to go a lot smoother, the lessons are going to be a little different, and you're going to have different skills and tools that you already have within yourself, and this is going to be a lot different. You're going to be in a different position. Life is going to be different. You have a different perspective on life, all kind of different things. This is going to be completely different. You might be truly in your power at an earlier age. You might be truly in your power, you know, right from birth. Like I said, it's just a completely different thing, you know what I'm saying? You can create a whole different life for yourself. You don't have to keep coming down here and hating life or not wanting to be involved in the world and things like that. Because like I said, I understand how the world is, you know what I'm saying? This world is hella crazy. These people, like these systems and the systematic infrastructure that these people have set up, I get it, you know what I'm saying, to take people's energy, to kind of keep people full, keep them powerless, keep us away from our power and things like that. But how can we truly infiltrate and create change? You know what I'm saying? It can't just be like, we got to come up with new different ways and stuff like that. Rather it be, how can we expose the shadow government and the government, things like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's like, you know what I'm saying, everybody's on their own journey to do what you want, you know what I'm saying? But we have to try different things, you know. If we just constantly, you know what I'm saying, on social media, just giving updates on what the government is doing, giving updates on the shadow government, what they're going to do next, what their agenda is, what their plan is, I mean, that doesn't really seem like a solution to me. That's cool, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're really only talking to people that kind of already know this kind of stuff. So it's like, it's not really doing anything. It's cool to get an update on what's coming next and stuff like that. But it's like, I don't know, that's not really a solution to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to not be aware of these things. You can be aware of these things, but like, okay, we're aware of these things, to not let it affect us and to get over, you know what I'm saying, to be above those currents, to not get washed up by whatever plans they got and stuff like that. But it's like, we got to create our own plans in itself, you know what I'm saying? Start getting out there, dialoguing with people that think like yourself, you know, rather, because a lot of people on the internet, you know what I'm saying, that like minds on the internet. Well, we need to start connecting and stuff like that, connecting in real life. I know there's a lot of people that like minds that are in the same state as you, in the same near cities as you. It might not be, you know, like 30 minutes away, maybe an hour, 2 hours away, but that's, you know what I'm saying? Hey, for like minds, I mean, that should be nothing, you know what I'm saying? Or to create real solid relationships in life, that should be nothing, you know what I'm saying? To create healthy soul ties, you know, to really build with your soul family and things like that, that should really be nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not, like I said, I'm guilty of it myself. I'm not saying anything that I haven't been at fault of myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to work on these things too, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, that's truly what it comes down to me, is like, we really got to start coming up with different solutions and stuff like that. Because I want, you know what I'm saying, I want the change to happen too, you know what I'm saying? And I feel y'all passion and stuff like that. So I feel you when you like just, you know, putting that stuff out there. But it's like, we really got to start putting in the footwork and really start like creating change in real life and things like that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like I said, what if they did cut off the internet and things like that? Then it's like, we wouldn't even be connected with each other as a society to be like, you know what I'm saying? We'd be so lost. And maybe that's a part of their game plan. And maybe we just got too caught up in the age of Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? Like getting on the internet and things like that, and having life become more of a just observant type thing, in terms of we need to be more involved, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's really what it comes down to me. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just truly understanding the importance and power that your energy in itself is a superpower. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever doubt yourself. Don't ever doubt your abilities. Have confidence. You know what I'm saying? Just get involved in the world. Like I said, truly be in the world, but not of the world. Don't get lost out here. You know what I'm saying? That's the true test to me of really being a powerful spirit as well, is, you know, being in the world but not of it, creating change in the world. Like I said, your energy in itself is a superpower, so that in itself can create change. Don't ever doubt that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy Jay on a Mars day. Definitely gonna be back with more stuff. I love y'all. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's get this stuff going, you know what I'm saying? Let's start getting on some new stuff. Let's start really making stuff happen and stuff, yo.